Hello everyone, welcome in free advanced MS Excel which is going on bi-analytics.org. Today in tutorial number 12 we'll talk about if statement fundamentals. If is a very important statement, and whenever we make some models, whenever there is a conditions, we have to apply a if statement, and it is a very basic statement. So in this today's tutorial we will cover the if statement basics. So let's start. When we talk about a if statement, if formula lets you condition test on values. So what happens is, if say you have some criteria, say a red color product is in a demand and you have to price hike, you have to hike a price, say 10%. So my logic is, if the product is of red color, I want to increase the price, say 10%, but for rest all other products it is same. So if statement will allow you to check the condition whether you are looking for the criteria is true or false. If it is true, you can do some task or you can assign some values, or if it is false, you can again assign some values. So this is the way if statement works. So we'll walk through by each example. In the link I will share you how to download the practice file. Make sure to practice the example simultaneously with us, because if you will not practice, it may not be as useful as we are looking for. But if you do it practice once, you will keep it remember always. So let's start. When we talk about logical operators, we have to understand that what logical operators are. You have a comparison operator is equals to, which says a1 is equals to d1. So we can check like this: if a1 is equals to d1, greater than sign, then you have greater than equal to, then you have less than equal to, and not equal to is like this mark. Fine. Okay. So let's take one example and try to understand how if statement works. Look, so this is an example. In this condition, what I'm looking forward is, there are marks 40, 50, and 25, and there is a corresponding column of status where I want to show the result. Now my condition is if and then. I am not looking for else part. So what I want to share is, if marks are greater than equal to 40, it should write pass. Fine. So how we will do? Let's start. I press is equals to. I say if bracket open. I click on this B6 and I say if it is greater than equal to 40. Fine. I put comma and say if it is greater than equal to 40, I have to write pass, and pass is a string. It has to be in the inverted commas. Fine. So I put pass, inverted commas close, and bracket close. Here comes. So I have checked the condition and I have put a true part, not the false part. I drag and see. It has showed the condition is false. It has not written the answer what we should have written if the condition is false, but it has told us it is false. Fine. So this is the way it is done. I will just show you again how it works. The condition is if bracket open B6 is greater than equal to 40, comma, pass, like this. Fine. So this was a simple if statement. Now we'll talk about if it is true, it should write pass, and if it is false, it should write fail. Fine. So now I will do the again. It is like is equals to if bracket open, selecting the marks. Now I say if it is greater than equal to 40, comma. Now true part. In true part, I am writing pass, comma, and now false part I have to write fail. So inverted comma again, fail, fail. Simple. So now you can see how it's working. Control C. So this is the if part. So we have to understand this if this is a condition and this is a true argument and this is a false argument. Fine. So this is the way if statement works. Let's move ahead. Now when we talk about if, you can have and, or, and not operator also. So now there can be multiple conditions to check. So we will now understand. We'll write if bracket open. In end, we will write all the conditions we are testing or not. So try to understand the syntax if and bracket open, bracket close, true and false arguments. Now we need to understand what is and what is or. In and, say there are three criterias. Criteria 1, criteria 2, criteria 3. If criteria 1 is true, criteria 2 is true, and also criteria 3 is true. If all the criteria are true in end, then only the condition will be true. This is the important. Fine. So I will take an example which will make you understand where to use and, but try to understand right now. If and is used if all the criteria has to be true, then only it will be true. In all other cases, it will be false. In our case, what it is, if there are three criteria, if any of the one criteria is true, the criteria will give the true answer. Say there are three conditions, and if two are true, then also true. All three are true, then also true. If one is true, true. But if all are false, then it will be false. Fine. Another one, if not. So whatever the condition is true or false, it will reverse it out. Fine. So we will do one example of all these three things that will give you an idea how to go. Let's look. There are three subjects: subject 1, subject 2, and subject 3. Result will be pass when you are pass in all three subjects. Fine. So here we will use and because we want to make sure that we pass in all three subjects. So what we'll write is equals to if bracket open. Now we have to write and conditions because there are three conditions. So I will write and, again bracket open. Now I say this is greater than equal to 40, comma, this is greater than equal to 40, comma, subject 3 marks is greater than equal to 40. So this is my condition part, comma. I now have to write if condition is true, then I have to write pass, comma, false part. If any of the subject is fail, so you will write fail. So 21, 70, 30. There are two subjects which are less than the passing score. We have considered 40 is a passing score, 67, 30 all are failed. Fine. So let's see it again how this formula works. Is equals to so you have a if statement, bracket open. Now you have all the conditions in the end. A and the end, bracket open, all the conditions with comma, pass, comma, fail. This is the way. So when you will do it by hand, you will able to understand how it is working. Fine. So this was end. Now let's see another example. Now you have a number between 5 and 10. If the numbers are between 5 and 10, you say approved, else you say rejected. So now I have to apply the same formula again. So I say is equals to if bracket open. Now condition is and. So I write A and D and. I again write bracket open. Now condition is this should be greater than equal to 5, comma, this should be less than equal to 10 because it has to be between 5 and 10. Fine. So this is my condition. Now I say comma. If condition is true, I say approve. And if condition is false, I say reject. Fine. Bracket close. So look, because 4 is rejected, 12 is rejected, and these are like this. So again, you can see how it's working. Is equals to formula text. If condition part, so there are three things. If condition part, true part, false part. So condition part is and B14 like this. Hope you are getting it. Now I will say or statement. Now my or says there are some products P1, P2, P4 and they have colors red, blue, green, yellow. My condition is if the color is either red or blue, I have to increase the price by 10%. Fine. If it is red or blue, I have to increase the price by 10%. Fine. So let's write is equals to, first of all, if bracket open, I say or part because condition has to be or either it is red or blue. Fine. So I say or bracket open. Now I say this is equals to red comma this is equals to blue bracket open close. So this is my condition part. Now comma, if condition is true, I need this multiply by 10%. Multiply by, I say 1.1. False part, I have to keep it same. Bracket close, enter. So look, in red it has increased, in blue it has increased, but in green it was did not increased, in yellow it did not increased, red it increased, orange it did not increased. Fine. If you want to see the formula again, is equals to formula text. So what is the criteria? If or condition part, then true part, then false part. Fine. So this is how or is used. Make sure to download the practice file template and do write this formula with your hands. It is important. Okay. So now we have done and part, we have done or. Now there's another one not. So I want to increase all the price, but this time not for red. So if product is not red, then only we have to increase the price. Fine. What I am saying is, if it is blue increase, green increase, yellow increase, red do not increase. Fine. So look, I say is equals to if condition is red, we don't have to increase, right? So if condition is red, we have to go in the false part. But what we'll do is if not bracket open, this is equals to red. So look, when it will be true, when it will be have colors other than red, fine. So I say comma this multiply by 1.1 else this. Let's see. So actually what we have done is we can have do like this also. If the color is red, then do not change the price. False may change the price. But what I've done is if not red, then change the price. Fine. So this was the not statement. Now I'll talk about nested if. What nested if is, you have a if condition, you check. Now it can be true or false. If it is true, it is fine. But if it is false, you again check for another condition and it will have again true or false part. So this is called nested if within if. So we'll do an example of nested if now. Hmm. So here is an example. What I want to do is you have given a quantity that if you purchase from 0 to 500 products quantity, if you purchase 0 to 500 units, the cost per unit will be $3. But if you purchase from 500 to 1200, it will reduce, there will be discounted price of 2.7, and if you purchase greater than 1200 you get 2.3. Fine. I say if you get greater than 1200, it is like this. So we need to find the, we have given an order quantity and we have to check what will be the price for our product. How we will do? So I will say first of all I will check is equals to if bracket open, is this product less than equal to 500? Fine. Less than equal to 500. If it is less than equal to 500, comma, true part is this 3, but else part, what we need to again check in else part. So I say if bracket open, if I use again this less than equal to 1200 this time, fine, comma, or I'll write it manually, that will be better for me. 1200, comma. Now if it is, I have to use 2.7, comma. Look, now if it last price is 2.3, bracket close. So see what happens. If A11 is less than equal to, or I'll just increase it, is equals to, if A11 is less than 500, comma D3. So this was the condition. If it is true, I say D3, which is, or I can even write D3 was my, this value. 3. If A11 is less than 500, my price is 3. Else, I say if A11 is less than 1200, my price is 2.7. Else it is 2.3. Fine. So what I'm doing is, in the false part of first if, I'm again checking the condition. And this is called nested if. Fine. Okay. So now if you apply this formula, the entire sheet, you will get the answer like this. Fine. Okay. Let's take another example. If I say these are the numbers, so I want to check whether it is positive, negative or 0. So first I will check is equals to if this number, sorry, is equals to if bracket open, this number is greater than 0. Fine. If this number is greater than 0, my answer is positive. Now I again go in the else part. comma, if bracket open, this number is equals to 0, comma, then it will be 0. Now its else part will be, obviously if it is not positive and if it is not 0, it has to be negative. So I can write negative. So now bracket close, and I have to close one more time. Hmm. So now you can see, if I say is equals to formula text, and I write like this. If I5 is greater than 0, comma, positive, comma, in the false part, I'm again checking if I5 equals to 0, comma, bracket close, bracket close. So look, first time bracket open, second time bracket open. So it has to be 2 times bracket has to be closed. Fine. So this is the way it can be done. So this was nested if statement. And I'll give you one question. Say there is a game of dice going on, and you want to know that if there are 2 dice are thrown, hmm, hmm, if the total of the first roll is 2, 3, or 12, you lose. If the total is 7 or 11, you win. Otherwise, game keeps going on. So what I need to check the condition. If either it is 2, 3, or 12, you have to write lose. If it is 7 or 11, you have to write win, or else you have to write keep playing. So this is the condition. So let's start doing it. I say is equals to, fine, if. Now I need to check that if I have to use a or condition, or bracket open, this is equals to 2, comma, this is equals to 3, comma, this is equals to 12. So these are 3 conditions for losing. So I say close, comma. So if this condition becomes true, I have to write lose. Fine. Now again the conditions. Again I have to write use this. If bracket open, I say or bracket open, and I say it has to be either 7 or 11. Fine. So this is equals to 7, comma, this is equals to 11, or close, comma. So if this is this, I say win. Or in the else part, I say keep playing. Now bracket close, and again close. So that fine. I have to write inverted comma in this. Here comes. So this is the way. I will just show it again how it's been done. Is equals to formula text, bracket open, Now you can see what I've done. If or condition I22 is equals to 2, I23, I2012. So if any of the three condition is true, I say lose, comma. If I check again the condition, win, else keep playing. Fine. So this is the way we do net statement. Hope you are able to understand how if statement works. Make sure to open the website bi-analytics.org, join the club, ask your questions in the forum, whatever questions you have. I'll be happy to learn. You can also ask your questions in the comment below. Make sure to share it out and make sure to read all the tutorials because it is important to learn step by step. Fine. Look forward to meet you again.